Good morning, everybody, and welcome in. It's the Odd Shopper MLB Parlay of the day. It's May 28th. The days fly. Absolutely. Hope you enjoyed your Memorial Day. You want to hit that thumbs up button? That would be fantastic. You can let everything fly from comments to anything else you so choose here as we have a quick little two-leg pop before we get out of here. All right, so for us today, we're going to have a theme here, and the theme is targeting guys who hit lefties, guys who don't strike out against lefties. And where we begin, for me at least, is going to be this game out west. It's going to be the Angels game. It's the Yankees. Everybody loves them. We're going up against some popular names here, and I understand that for sure. But the Yankees and Angels, it's plus 1.5, minus 105, where we found the best number on ESPN. Thanks here to Odd Shopper. But I think more importantly, we're taking on a team whose starting pitchers, the Yankees, have been on fire, and they've been great. And the Yanks are definitely that lineup. We know there's not much change here when they hit the road out west. But this particular matchup against Nestor Cortes is awfully favorable for an Angels team that really hits lefties well. And they get on base and they generate runs and they don't strike out. You don't believe me? Then, you can look for yourself. Again, this is the general big picture here. So you may see a little more blue than normal, but we're talking specifically against Nestor Cortes and left-handed pitchers. It's really a strong matchup when you see their on-base percentage, on-base point, plus slugging, pardon me, and their low K rate. So it's hard not to. Look, the other option here would just be to take on Nestor Cortes and fade him and any individual prop. But I think from a game standpoint, that absolutely puts the Angels in a position not only to hang, but it puts them in a really good spot to win this game. So we'll get minus 105. ESPN here is the best number. And that's really our first leg, is taking advantage of that particular matchup. Now, look, it's going to happen again here as we go all the way back up. Boop, 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 boop. A little bit more, please. Next stop, Cincinnati. No, we're not going to take anything, touch anything with the Reds. In fact, what we found here, plus 1.5, right? On either side. What we found here is the Cardinals at plus 1.5, minus 180, going up against Andrew Abbott. Another copy and paste scenario here where you've got a team, really good lineup that's tough to strike out against lefties. And again, we're talking about situational. We're talking about taking advantage of a couple of matchups here. Nestor Cortes, where you got a buy high, if you will, spot, and the fact that he's been playing so well, pitching the entire staff, starting lineup for the most part, right? But then you look at how often Andrew Abbott is getting hit against lefties. You look at what the Cardinals are doing specifically against lefties and how little they strike out. And all of a sudden, it becomes another popular matchup where, okay, in that ballpark, you start to look at maybe Abbott as in general here. Not to say that the Cardinals are an unpopular team. I'm just saying, as far as looking at this from a Cincinnati bet the Red standpoint, I'm on the Cards, and I'll take the 1.5. And that moves us up here, by the way, at minus 180, since we found the best price at ESPN. Minus 105, that moves us to plus 204. That's go ahead. Put a full unit on that one. All right? Whatever you bet, double it when it comes to the win, not double the stake. Well, who writes this shit? Unbelievable. But plus 204 for the Angels, Cardinals, each on the run line, plus 1.5 each. I think we're in good shape. Absolutely in good shape. So thank you again. My pleasure for being here. If you can, on the way out, you can subscribe. That would be fantastic. You want to take advantage of what we have here when it comes to all of the different books. Bet 365, 21 or older, gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Bet 5, get 150 back. We've got a link for that. How about Caesars? Ooh, that was seamless. That little transition there. All right, I take it back what I said about the script. But same thing here. First bet's back up to $1,000. Doesn't have to be. It can be anywhere from $10 to $1,000. But first bet's back up to $1,000. So go ahead, bet this parlay both the Cardinals and the Angels on the run line, each getting a 1.5, not laying for St. Louis, getting, but bet it at Caesars, and your first bet's back up to $1,000. All right. I want to show you a couple of cool things that we're doing here on Odd Shopper in case you're brand new to it, in case you haven't seen it, in case you just want to see it again. That's fine. And a reminder, I'm going to give you 20% off just for using code Shander. So pretty cool when you look at, all right, you can come around and sniff for a week. Who gives a shit? If you stick around, great. We'd love it. And we have a lot more to give you and offer you. But if it's not for you, it's not for you. Nobody's going to force you to stay. Nobody's going to lock you in on anything. All right. Now, here's what I would add: the mass entry tool. Let me just show you what this is about. All right. Generate bets. I've put this in. I want minimum EV. I'm on DK. I got bets. All of these bets, 11 bets. You see, 1 to 11, 11 bets. Now, look what happens. I go bet now. I'm not going to, don't worry. Let's load. And all 11 bets, you see, 11x, all 11 bets are in my slip. Come on. We just loaded up. We just mass enteried 11 bets on DK, and you can change it. All right. You can change it. You go to different books. You can make it work for you. You can use these sliders to your advantage or whatever you want to move around here, but you can generate on the fly. This is going to save you a massive amount of time. It's probably worth signing up and checking out for a week alone. Thank you. Hopefully you can subscribe to our YouTube page and be a part of our Discord, which is all part of Odd Shopper. See you.